Hello everyone, my name is Praveen Mishra and I welcome you all to StudyIQ IS English, your favorite channel. And today we are going to discuss about this one particular state of our country. Well, popularly termed as God's own country. That's, yes, Kerala or the Kerala, right? So, the state which has, often been in the highlights, often been into the limelights. Sometimes for positive, sometimes for negative terms. Well, a state which has often seen too much of the controversies, specifically when we talk about, some international conspiracies and some internal disputes. But yes, ultimately, this is a model state for us. When you talk about 98% of the literacy, 100% of the digital literacy, and now it has achieved another benchmark achievement, another landmark in its notebooks, okay, to be written in the golden words, obviously. That is, Kerala is set to become, by November this year, 2025, that is the first ever particular state of our country which is free from extreme poverty. Okay, so here is our point of discussion, that how Kerala is charting the path to become the first extreme poverty free Indian state, right? Remember, guys, the state with around 98% of literacy and 100% of digital literacy. Okay, the state that has led the communist movement at very large with some shared and collective interests. The state which is, one of the remarkable location for us when it comes to cleanliness. Okay, so cleanliness is next to godliness. This is what we have learned from Kerala. So, a state which has been gifted with some great natural landscapes, and now the people of the state, as well as in collaboration with the government of the state, they have achieved another wonderful history. Right? Now let's talk about what is this multidimensional poverty. First of all, how do I define poverty? Okay, it's not just about the income. It's about the deprivation in multiple aspects of life. It's not about just income, but it's about how standard and how good your life is. That's about the MPI, that is multidimensional poverty, MP, that is basically. Well, before we proceed, let's talk about the report card of Kerala along with the other top performing states. So as we can see, the top 5 states with lowest poverty in percentage. So we have got two datas with us, okay? The National Family Health Survey 4, 2015 to 2016 and National Family Health Survey 5, 2019 to 2021. What it says, how the states they have, achieved some wonderful level of figures. As we can see here, let's talk about with the first one, that is Kerala. Exceptionally well. From 0.7 to 0.5. We talk about Goa, the highest jump, which, we can see here, one of those, 3.76 to 0.84. Then we have got Tamil Nadu. So it is 4.76 to 2.2. Then we have got Sikkim, 3.82 to 2.6. And then finally, okay, the state with the, what we say, absolute greenery, the state which has flourished our agricultural system to its best, Punjab, 5.57 to 4.75. If you see the gap between the first and the fifth, right? So these are top 5 performing states. If you see the gap between the first 0.5 and the fifth state, okay, that is the top 5, okay, it's Punjab, that is 4.75, right? So way ahead Kerala is. You can understand how way ahead, how, many steps ahead Kerala is when it comes to the growth and development parameters of the country. Now, how Kerala has achieved this, okay? What were the parameters that Kerala have been following? But before that, let's talk about this particular data. That is the definition of poverty as per the Niti Aayog and as per the UNDP, that is United Nations Development Program. Okay, so multidimensional poverty refers to a condition where individuals or families are deprived of the basic human needs. Okay, like for example, the health, let's say simply the nutrition availability as well as the child mortality. Secondly, it's about education, that is schooling and the proper attendance. And finally, it's about the standard of life, whether they are having access to electricity, proper sanitation, clean cooking fuel, whether they are having that, LPG connection or other clean connections with them. Apart from that, the housing, the assets, the drinking water, and so on. So these are all what they comprises the particular standards or the volumes that provides us the data that whether this household is poor or this household is multidimensional poor, or whether this household is okay, good, okay, best, better, like that. Right? So this is where the United Nations Development Program as well as the National Institution for Transforming India, that is Niti Aayog, has given us, okay, the definition for what? The definition for multidimensional poverty. Now, when we talk about Kerala's poverty eradication model, it uses this MPI definition rather than the outdated ones. Like, for example, we have got the Tendulkar committee, we had got the Rangarajan committee. Okay, so we are not following, the Kerala state is actually not following the reports or the recommendations, okay, or the suggestions given by the Tendulkar committee as well as the Rangarajan committee. It is following the multidimensional poverty index as well as the multidimensional poverty definition of the United Nations Development Program and the Niti Aayog. Right? Now, why is Kerala so close in eradicating extreme poverty? What are the measures adopted by the state of Kerala? First thing, that is what? The decentralized governance. The grassroots democracy of our country. The 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act of 1992 that provided the constitutional status to the panchayats. We talk about Part 9, talk about Article 243 to Article 243 capital O. Right? So this is what the panchayats in our country. So they have been given the constitutional status so that they can perform without any fear. They can perform without any, external interferences, and they can perform in fixed set of rules, guidelines, basically the frames. And Kerala has utilized the 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act at its best. Right? So Kerala leads in empowering the local self-governments. When it comes to the index of the local self-governments in India, Kerala leads that particular index as well. Apart from that, panchayats and municipalities, they are decision makers and they are the executors in themselves as well of those decisions. Okay, no external interference. Then they lead surveys. Okay, they identify the poor. They identify the frame with the micro action plans. Okay, that means their surveying model, their door-to-door survey, their absolute identification of the beneficiaries or identification of the exact beneficiaries. It helps the government to disburse the schemes or, to just disburse the allocation or simply allocation of resources at its best. So when we talk about Article 39 Clause B and Article 39 Clause C of our Directive Principles of State Policy, which talks about equal distribution of resources and no concentration of wealth. So this is where, Kerala has been following at its best. The Kerala model basically here, what we can say. It's the actual Kerala story, guys. Right? That is the actual implementation of Article 39 Clause B and Clause C. Identification of actual beneficiaries, allocation of resources, whether the natural or the national resources, whatever, at its best. That is in a manner that sufficient enough for each and every particular individual. Okay, so that individual is getting the actual platform to grow himself or herself. As in simply following not the concept of just equality, following the concept of equity. Right? So this is where Kerala has, achieved this benchmark. Okay. Number one, when it comes to the local self-government index, as well as literacy, digital literacy. And here we have got the first state to become extremely free from extreme poverty. Now, the next thing, use of Kudumbashree. Okay. So in your governance subject, you will learn about a particular topic that is known as self-help groups. Those informal organizations, one of those informal organizations. No, not NGOs specifically. Those are still formal ones. This is an informal organization, okay, that is known as self-help groups. Swayam Sevak Sanghs type, right? So, Kudumbashree, it is world's largest women-led poverty eradication, okay, collective program it is. Formed in the year 1998. which is having 4.5 million members, 45 lakh million members as of now in Kudumbashree. And it acts as the grassroots implementer, going ahead with the surveying, planning, as well as delivering the services. What is the name? A particular informal organization name is Kudumbashree, with 45 lakh members, running since last 27 years in the state of Kerala, going ahead with the proper survey, proper identification of the beneficiaries, and then allowing the government to allocate the resources as per the needs, following the terms of equity at its best. Right now, precision poverty mapping. They have identified the actual areas, districts, towns, cities, etc. that what is needed, where, and why, and when, and how. Right? So they have done this particular mapping with themselves. So Kerala adopted household level poverty identification through the social audits, volunteer surveys, community vetting that is at Gram Sabhas and ward assemblies. Okay, so this ensures that no one is left behind. Okay, so simply following the principle of right to be counted. That is, you have my say as well, you have my opinion as well, you have my concerns as well in your survey, in your mapping, in your everything. So precision poverty mapping, identifying the actual extreme areas, the most underdeveloped areas, and then identifying the problems, that why this area is underdeveloped, what are the problems the areas are facing, and how to tackle those problems. Right? And now finally, the multi-sectoral micro intervention plans, okay, for each poor households, as in providing immediate support like food kits, medical aid, housing help, etc. Then long-term plan linkages with the income generating scheme. Like there is a scheme that is known as Ujjivanam. Okay, providing skill and then further providing the pensions as well, along with health insurance plans, etc. And yes, it reflects the principles of inclusive and sustainable development. This is what we need to learn from the state of Kerala. This is the best thing what we can have here. Right? Providing medical aid, health insurance, okay, then housing aid, food kits, every single thing. And not just providing, there is a concept, right? Give a person a fish, he or she will be eating one day. But allow that person to learn how to do fishing. That person will be eating throughout his or her life. Right? So this is where Ujjivanam scheme is here, providing skills. Like, for example, we have got, we discussed in our one of those videos only, that how the Eklavya residential model schools, specifically we're talking about, there is a particular location in our state of Kerala only, okay, that is where it is providing some 400 or 300 tribal students to learn English language. Okay, into the Sabrimala region. Okay, so there we have got many tribal communities of the state of Kerala, those who have been residing with some wonderful flourished culture, obviously with some unique culture, with some rich history. Right, so the tribal people, the tribal students we have got there in the state of Kerala, specifically the region of this temple area of Sabrimala and the Sabrimala region, actually. Okay, not just temple, but the whole region of Sabrimala. So Eklavya residential model schools, they have been providing the learning or the skill development of English language to around 300 or 400 of the tribal students of our country. Right, so that they can grow themselves, they can have the skill, and they don't have to depend on any second, third, fourth thing or an individual. They are in themselves their own powerhouse. Okay, right, so this is what we need to do, that is the inclusive growth. Kerala has done it at its best, and this is where we are discussing it today. So to Kerala, to the people of Kerala, to the government of Kerala, it's grand salute from our side. Okay, because the way they have adopted it, the political will they have represented, the welfare ecosystem they have created. The chief minister here is to be accredited, right? Though, Kerala has been often criticized of being too much of left, but going too much left, having too much of leftist mindset, having too much of the rightist mindset doesn't make any difference, okay, if you are working for this one particular word that is known as welfare. So Pinarayi Vijayan government has made it come to reality that, okay, we are having that leftist mindset. But even that leftist mindset, okay, can lead to such type of, wealth generation, ecosystem generation, that a state will be a top performing state when it comes to the eradication of extreme multidimensional poverty. Right? So Kerala's long tradition of progressive reforms. So they have gone ahead with the proper land reforms, high literacy. So 96% is not the accurate data. It's 98% basically. Then universal primary health care in the name of Ardharam mission. Okay, they have been providing it. Welfare pensions as well as food security. And they have been backed by strong left-leaning political continuity. Okay, they are following just, the Nobel Prize winner Bharat Ratna Amartya Sen sir has mentioned. They have been just following the development trajectory as per given by the India's own great economist Amartya Sen. Right? So guys, this is where Kerala is going to become the, first state by November 2025. The absolute accurate data will be with us, and which shall be providing Kerala the first state to become, free from multidimensional poverty. And how Kerala is different. Okay, why Kerala? How Kerala, why Kerala, right? So let's talk about. So this is the traditional approach and this is Kerala's approach. As for the traditional approach, it shall be focused on income. But Kerala has followed the approach on generating skills, as in giving the capabilities. Don't give the fish. Teach how to do fishing, right? Then top-down delivery, from top to down. But here, reverse, Decentralized plus participatory. Each and every person is involved in the activities. Then here, census or survey-based. And here, Gram Sabha plus social audit-based. Once again, decentralized. And finally, one size fits all. Equality. But here, no, it's about equity. Let's see what's the need, where is the need, why is there need. So custom micro action plans. So this is what Kerala has been following, and that's why it's here with us in our discussion. Okay guys, so remember, with this, we have got to this discussion that is about the monsoon dhamaka sale. UPSC, IAS English, GS Foundation, P2I resolution batch has been there with you guys now. Okay, that is today, 30th of June. Remember to enroll yourself today only. 1000 plus hours of live classes, access to recorded lectures taught by the greatest educators of this nation, prelims test series, mains test series, interview guidance program. And apart from that, 18 sets of printed book given to you at your doorstep. The class notes, the PDF of the teachers will be given to you immediately after the end of the day, after the end of the class. Okay, so everything under just one subscription plan that is known as resolution if you enroll today, right? What you need is just a promo code. So use this promo code, that is PRV Live. Okay, remember guys, without this promo code, if you enroll, you won't have any discount. So use the code PRV Live, and then the discounted price will be 24,999 rupees. So this resolution batch is for those students, those who are eyeing the 2026 exam, but we have got another resolution for you as well, those who are eyeing for 2027 exam. So remember guys, don't worry, 26, 27, in case you are willing for 2028, then also for that we have got you covered. Don't worry about that. Okay, but yes, enroll at the earliest possible time, and do not forget to use the promo code PRV Live. Okay. Thank you so much guys for watching, and once again to the government of Kerala, to the people of Kerala, grand salute from the whole team of StudyIQ IAS English. Okay, and it's a lesson, it's a type of a learning for all of us that yes, if Kerala can, the other states of our country can also be. Right? So thank you so much Kerala, and thank you so much to all of you as well for joining the session. And please do not forget to hit the subscribe button of StudyIQ IAS English. You know the channel's importance in your life very well now, providing you all the quality and quantity of the information whole day. And apart from that, if you wish to connect with me, you can ping me on my Instagram, that is Praveen Mishra _2107, and on Telegram you can join my channel for all the class links, notes and PDFs, that is study_with_Praveen. But before that, do not forget to hit the subscribe button and never miss an update from the channel of StudyIQ IAS English. Thank you so much guys for watching. Bye bye. Take care. See you soon. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, and once again, Jai Kerala.